Alright, welcome back to the Road to 100 Revenants. I hope you're doing well and this video finds you in a good state of mind and life at this moment. So I just dumped 400 gigs off the drive here today, and we'll hopefully have a little bit better performance here, and we'll be able to kill with ease and effectiveness. So we are going to be running the Vali Stun. As you saw, we were kind of rejected the other day, and we couldn't show off the Vali Stun, but we're going to be heading into the Cathedral, and you saw that's where we kind of left off before as we were finishing up some of the missions. We have some here to finish up here with Daryl, and we will start with him.
I can't find him. Where did he go?
Who?
Hurry up and come out. It's dark. I'm too many lost. I'm scared. This place is hell.
Yeah.
If my wife knew I was out here, she'd be worried sick.
Got some big
But he's in
green
the same
boots.
boat as me. We've both got families waiting back at the shelter.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do whatever it takes to make it back home by the day the levy is due.
All right. So what does that mean? Well, it means on the map here, you can see that we need to run over here and kill some kind of lost. So the shortest distance is just hop down and run over. And since we are lightning and ice here, we should be okay, as well as stun, even though this is built for the Cathedral. Okay. Good. And he's taken care of. Now we hear the right there, you can see that fella. Now if we had a shooting kind of a gift, we could definitely make his life horrible. Okay. It looks like Eva's just gonna take care of this for us. And he's dead, so whatever. This is a, whatever mission, and we can teleport back, so we don't have to run over there, and it restores our iCore and everything. So the Howling Pit missions are, they definitely prove to be very, very lackluster. Okay, there you go, Daryl.
Is that tech? Damn it. If we don't bring blood beads back, it's all over. If we don't pay the levy, our families will get kicked out of the shelter. We can't let that happen. Damn it. I'll do it on my own if I have to. My wife won't have to cry anymore. I swear I'll bring blood beads back to the shelter.
Okay, Daryl. And if you notice, our shoes were kind of floating here on this little piece of ice here or something, or terrain. So, okay, Daryl, thanks a lot. And we have one more mission to do in here later on. And we will head on over to the Cathedral. Now, you'll notice that we did the Citizens' Opinions quest line last time, and the reason you want to do that before you head into the Cathedral as the second part of the quest line for Gustav, the damage report, is here in the Cathedral, and so we want to definitely have that active heading into the Cathedral. So if you miss out on that, you definitely will have to come back to the Cathedral and pick that up, and then head back to the dried up trenches to turn that in. So we're running the Yellow Angel here, as she is running the stun on the Vali Stun Halberd, and so it pairs nicely with the Daybreak Thunderfang and all the yellow that we got going on here. So we will be paired up with Eva to ensure that gift accelerators are used all the time, so that way we can get exceptional damage out on the enemy. So here we will go for the stun and the lightning, and that's it. Okay. And as you can see, every time we hit these ladies, we stagger them. And we have really, really, really good damage output. So now let's head down the right side first, and we'll see this fella down here. And we'll poke him off the edge. And the important thing is to remember what you had picked up before was lightning cartridges before you got into the Cathedral here. So it's important to remember that, as that allows you to realize that this area is weak to lightning. And as you see, every time we poke her, she staggers a little bit. So that's a really good way to go about getting through the cathedral here, is running something with Pierce. And here's this fella. We'll go for a backstab here. And as you can see, the door in front of us is closed. Now, if that is open, this is the fastest way to get through the cathedral, is down this way. And through that door. So, and then up here, you don't want to go too far, as this is a trick hole here, and you can fall through there very, very easily on your first playthrough, second playthrough, fifth playthrough, and many, many more, simply because of the fact that you can't see it coming, and you run right up on it, and you run right up on it, and you can't see it coming. Okay, so we went for a Usurper's Blade there to get some health back, and that is the whole point of Usurper's Blade, is that we get a whole bunch of, 300 health back per enemy that we strike every time we use Usurper's Blade. So now we'll head on over to the left here, as that is the circle there where we were at the beginning. So let's go for a couple of items here. Okay. And she is weak to lightning, so we will not be going for Frost Wave against her. Frost Wave is for the Golden Knights and the Slender ladies. Okay, so we'll put her down quick. Okay, so as you can see, this area kind of becomes a little bit simpler. It's not easy by any means, and this is a dead end with an item. It's not easy by any means, but it definitely can be mitigated significantly. Okay, he's not interested in having any part of this. Sometimes he'll run over and attack you through the wall, and he'll see his chance if you're close enough, which is kind of strange, but that's what it is. Okay, so now we head on over here, and don't fall off the edge. And this fella at the end is waiting for us. We'll push him off the edge. Now, if you have Lifesteal active, every one of these fellas that tries to sneak up on you can give you an extra 5% health. So those are sometimes free health bits that you want to go for. Okay, so as we head up here, you'll notice that we'll come to another closed door, which is, just that door there. There's no reason to really come over here early, as you run into that closed door, and you can't do anything beyond that. Okay, so we've seen this area, we've got everything here, and we'll head on into the invasion and our first vestige of the area. Now this is the first, as we had the really dangerous invasion in the Town of Sacrifice, this is the first invasion that progresses the game. And if you want to 100% the game, you have to grab that vestige over here that you can see in the background here. Let's see, I can't get close to it without starting the invasion. So you want to pick up that vestige there, and then you want to head back out into the hallway here, as you don't want to fight all these enemies in a big wide open room. You want them to funnel directly down a hallway. Okay, so let's go for a gift accelerator and a mobility enhancer, as this will be the first area where we want to use some of our items. Okay, and we'll definitely. Oh, come on! That was really unfortunate there. Okay, let's get out. Let's get out of here. And Eva, please don't die. Let's go ahead and heal. Okay, and let's go for. Let's see. No. Okay, and we'll heal Eva. Okay, and we'll go for a Frost Wave to her, as that is her weakness is either lightning or ice, and we'll go for the ice for the Slender ladies. Okay, and we'll go for the monkey here, as that will damage enemies downrange, which will be really, really good. Okay, let's go for her, so we can put her up over the edge, and we'll get rid of her real quick. Okay, and whoops. Okay, and if we can get them to come down this way, We can kill, oh, we did not get this lady. There we go. Okay, we'll head on back out here. Go for the big lady and put her down kind of quickly. Okay. Okay, and we'll put her down so Eva can figure out what she's doing. Whoops. Whoops. Oh. Sorry, Eva. Good, and we can put her up over the wall. And here come the Slender ladies down the hallway. So we want to make sure that they are lined up. Oh, come on. That was so cheap. Oh, man. That was really, really unfortunate. But you can see that the Frost Wave is very effective against the Slender ladies, not so much against the big ladies. But we had a pretty good position there. We just got into a little bit of a scrap there. That was really unfortunate. Okay, so as we come on up here, we can definitely go for these, and we'll keep our items for later, and we'll go for a Frost Wave. As you can see, that is also very effective against these ladies, and they drop Isis Chromes every now and then. Now, since we did the other areas, we don't have to go back and do those, but it definitely lends itself to some difficulty here to completely get into a death loop with these invasions, as they are very difficult. As you can see, though, we definitely have the ability to take down multiple enemies at one time, but we also have the ability to damage the big ladies very well with our slashing and piercing of the halberd, while at the same time we can put down the Slender ladies very quickly and effectively with Frostwave. But we have to kind of be on our guard, as they will damage us in spite of that. Okay. Oh, I see a monkey. We'll definitely go for the monkey. There we go. Okay, here comes the Slender lady. Now let's go for a backstab on her, as this will put her up over the edge. And that's the whole point for the what are the Hound's Veils. Okay. Okay, and we'll put her down here, and this will allow us to go for the Slender lady here and go for a Frost Wave into her and kill both of them. And if we continue on this way, we can continue to push the spawn point backwards more and more and more. Okay. Good, we'll kill her. And we'll go for another backstab to give us time. And we're continuing to push the spawn point backwards. Good, and we put her down. And we'll go for stun and lightning. And we will go for a gift accelerator. Good. And now since, whoop, here's the monkeys. Oh, come on. Good. And since we can stun the monkeys, we can definitely give ourselves some good heads up there. Okay, so let's go ahead and heal one. Here comes another dumb monkey. Whoops. Okay, now let's go for this lady. And we'll get some Ichor here, and we'll go for a Chariot Rush on her. Whoops. I missed. And we can put her up over the edge. So this is the whole wonderful thing about the what are these? The Hound's Veils, is that you can pick up enemies and put them down. Oh, she's coming around this way. She must have landed on the catwalk below. Okay, so it's good we noticed that. Let's go for a launch. Good. And this will just put her down right here. And stun. Good. Okay, let's go for a pickup and put her over the wall. So you can see that if you put the stun, or put the spawn point far away here, you can definitely mitigate the enemy's spawning pattern, while at the same time giving yourself the ability to take time on the engagements to make sure that you do the invasion your way. So there we go. That was the first invasion done, and we only used one heal and one death, so that's pretty good. And down here is just a dead end with this fella, so we poke him off the edge. Now this is meant to be kind of a trick, in my opinion, as you run away from the invasion. As you come in here, you've seen a couple invasions already, and you don't realize how damaging this one is, and so you run away and you run down that catwalk and you get trapped until you run backwards. So this fella here thinks he's particularly clever. Okay, and we'll just poke him, and we'll pick up the cheese, and that you can give to Io, and she likes the cheese for some reason. So as we make our way through the 100% Cathedral, I hope you're strapped in, have your popcorn ready. Most people probably have left the video already, but that's okay. We will be continuing on here and finish up the Cathedral. And even though this is an extremely long area, it definitely makes for some really good battles and crazy encounters. 1, 2, there we go. And knowing their attack pattern is vital to survival here in the Cathedral. Whoops. We'll poke him off the edge. Now it's always good to poke the enemies off. So here is the dangerous hole. Yep, it sure is, and you definitely don't want to be stuck falling down that way. Okay, so now if we head on over here, as you can see, we have really good gifts to allow us all kinds of damage on the enemy from all the different angles that we will be pursued among the enemies here. Now, these ladies, everybody in here is weak to pierce, so running the Black Halberd definitely affords you a lot of pierce damage as you run through here. And since we're coupled with Bridge to Glory, and our light value is 1774, we are getting an extra 887 added to our scaling damage. So we are running around 2200 when we pair up with Bridge to Glory, which is an incredible amount of light damage and scaling damage as well. So as you can see, hitting these fellas with backstabs and such, all of this here is simply to run down this way, and this lady at the end, the Golden Warrior down here, she has a missile attached to her, and so she is one of the attachment or map points for the level. So we definitely go for a frost wave and do almost 10,000 damage to her. And we kill her right quick, so that would reveal then this area of the map here, right here, around this area. So it's definitely important that you come down this way. Okay, and you can see there, you can drop down over there onto that area and head on back that way. But we want to continue on back this way as we passed the correct path earlier. So Usurper's Blade is a once every 20 seconds use case, and it restores 300 damage per hit on enemy. And so if you have multiple enemies stacked up and you use it and you successfully strike all the enemies with it, you can recover significant amounts of Ichor pretty quickly and effectively. But it's kind of dependent on if you can actually do that. So we'll go for stun on her, and we'll try for, yep, I was gonna say we'll try for a parry there, and that was completely horribly timed. Now we can stun her and put her down, but okay, so now we have to go for several Usurper's Blades and backstabs to regain all of our Ichor, or all of our health. Okay, and now in here we have this lady, so we'll go for a Frost Wave and encourage her to come over here. Okay, and we'll go for a backstab so we can get some Ichor back, and we'll use a Usurper's Blade, and there you go. We got some health back, and we can wait a little bit to go for her over there, as Usurper's Blade has a pretty long cooldown in that 20-second range, and it only costs 6 Ichor, so we definitely can't use anything else until we use that. But we can go for, yeah, we're not going to go for anything else right now for her. We're going to let her figure out what she's going to do. Okay. Okay, good. And now we can go for Usurper's Blade again and get some more health. So you can have a whole bunch of gifts that afford you good I-Core or good health return in Lifesteal, Regenerative Drain, and Usurper's Blade, as those are the 3 active health recovery tools in the game. So here you come across the Rubilite Piercer and a missile, and we're continuing on. And as you can see, the Cathedral, to 100% it, definitely takes quite a bit of time and quite a bit of effort to actually get through the entire thing. But it's definitely rewarding when you do, and if you do. So the Vali Stun Halberd, I really enjoy this build, and we're colored yellow to hopefully match the stun color of the gifts and such. And here's the Impulse Anchor. And everybody uses this as soon as they pick it up in their first playthrough, and they quickly realize that it is not what it is made out to be. Now, but what it actually is good for is the fact that it is one of the highest base damage values in the hammer class at 809, and if you actually can use it, it goes up to 810, and it's higher than any other hammer in its class, which is kind of neat that is the case. And no other hammer comes close to it in a base value damage. It just has a really hard time keeping up with the other movement sets that are coupled. So I'll push that guy off the edge and get some more health. So we get, oh sorry, my mistake. We get 350 from a strike, not 300. So it's pretty good. Okay, and we'll continue on our way. So now up there is a closed door on the right, and we cannot go that way. And the closed door on the left. So when we head over this way, we drop down, pick up the MJ212, and as we head up, we will be opening the door on the left, and the door on the right is for later on. I guess we could go ahead and heal and replenish our items here, as that would be very useful for us. This isn't any kind of sort of challenge run, but we're trying to do as much damage as possible in a very effective way, so let's go ahead and heal.
Want to take a break?
Now the Cathedral was a construct of Aurora, and her ability to defend herself from herself, in a sense, to keep the ribcage safe. So we will come to all of that later. Okay, good. And as we have the gift accelerator from Eva, it definitely speeds up our gifts in such a significant way that it allows us to do really, really good damage all the time. So let's go for Frost Wave on her. Now, if you notice, she's a little bit tougher than the average enemies we came across before. But since we have the piercing damage there, we can just poke her down. Not a problem at all. Now, you can switch up for different piercing items. You can go for Ice or Lightning Barrage, or you can go for Frost or Lightning Spikes, as those are the other light piercing use cases through here. But you will not be able to do very much effective damage versus the large ladies. Okay, so she's gonna just now figure out that we're here. Okay, good. And we'll poke her down. And go for a backstab maybe? Nope, okay, no backstab. Good. Okay, now let's just save our I-Core here, as we don't need it. And she's gonna teleport. And we'll go for a backstab, as that's a lot safer, instead of going for what is that? A parry. Okay, so let's head on over here, and we head on down, pick up the steel. Or, oh, the other one was a steel. This is the Lost Shard. Now there's 2 in here, I believe. No, just 1? Okay. Good. This will be easy. And she'll teleport, dodge, and poke, and dead. And we get a door here, which we came across earlier, which was the door on the right, and this is the door on the right. There's no reason to open this door ever, as it just gives you a way back. If you need to heal here, I guess that would be a reason, but after fighting these folks, you shouldn't really have a reason to go back and heal, as they are pretty simple to get past. And we go ahead and fill up our ichor here in a really, really good way. Now, you definitely don't want to be doing ice damage versus these ladies, simply because they resist ice in a very, very strong way. Okay, and one last backstab for good measure. That brings us up to 38, which is really excellent. No drop from her, and our second vestige of the area. Isis Part C. That's very good. And there's nothing to the right, and we head to the left, and we can phase through the ladder from straight direct on contact with it. So we're doing pretty well as we head through the cathedral here, and this is a pretty relaxed pace. I'm not really that nervous, as I've been nervous with different runs in the past, and this definitely affords itself to be a fairly fun and relaxing fight. Now with this lady, we are definitely gonna dodge her and encourage her to come down this way. Oh, she's gonna go for Eva. Okay, and we'll go for some backstabs here, and we will go for a chariot rush, and we'll go ahead and put her down very quickly. So you can see that if chariot rush is paired correctly and well, you can definitely do really good damage quickly. And as you see, the stun there allowed us to get the backstab and recover some of our ichor. So the stun is not necessarily meant to be a damage potential item. It's meant to simply buy us time to reposition, to get out of the way. As you saw on the invasion, we were able to stun the monkeys in basically one strike, one piercing strike, and we put them down quickly, easily, and effectively. And that's very, very important, as the monkeys will just inhibit us extremely quickly. Okay, so we healed again. It's not a big deal. And up here on the left, this little outcropping here, this is why you want to do Gustav's quest first before you head in and you get the damage report. Now we can go back to Gustav now, or we can wait to the end of the cathedral. And we'll wait till the end of the cathedral, I guess. And here we get another chance to go against the Black Hunter here, and we definitely want to be doing Ice Pierce to him, and that's one of the big reasons why I paired up with Frostwave, as he resists lightning, and you definitely don't want to be doing lightning damage versus him, otherwise you won't be able to do very much damage. Okay, so let's go for a Frostwave, and there's 12,000 damage. That's really good. Go for a backstab, and that'll put him down, and we can go for a Chariot Rush then. Oh, and since he is weak to Pierce, and the Halberd does very, very good Pierce damage, we definitely ruined his day very quickly. Okay, so that catwalk above us is where the invasion happens. So if you do the invasion and you drop people down, they will fall sometimes down to here, and they won't be able to get back. But the invasion won't end until you finish them and get down to this area. So behind these boxes is a Mark of Honor, and you can pick up one every playthrough as you come through. Now they don't respawn or anything, so they are a one and done Mark of Honor to kind of allow the player to, if you don't want to play with people or do co-op or different things like that, for bosses, you can do farming for the Marks of Honor from those areas. So as you see, Frostwave is a very potent ability as you make your way through the cathedral here, and it's very, very good to kind of wreck this area for the golden ladies and the slender ladies, the purple ladies, as those are some of the most dangerous in the game because they have inhibit in this area, and it makes for a really, really bad day in this cathedral, especially if you get inhibited. It can be exceptionally bad. Okay, so I'll push him off the edge, and again, that could be another 5% if you were running lifesteal, that would be a very beneficial place to pick up some health. And since all these fellas here are really weak to everything we're doing, we do slash attacks versus those fellas, and they are weak to slash, and the ladies are weak to pierce. So we have all the damage sets that we need in slash and pierce. And this fella drops down, and we go for a backstab. And so the Black Halberd is uniquely positioned to be probably one of the best, if not the best, weapon through the Cathedral, as it does both slash and pierce at the same time. And there's a roadblock there just to make you feel sad. Okay, and then we got this lady here. So we'll go for a frost wave, and we'll go for backstab if we can get it. And as you can see, pierce damage just ruins her day, as it staggers her, and it also does a lot of damage. Okay, so up here we have just an item here, Queen Steel, and over this way we have just some more average random little areas to look at. Now you can drop down there and head on that way, or you can head on this way and you come to the other side of the roadblock there, which all of this is just meant to confuse you. There's no benefit to really coming into these areas except for the few little items that you pick up, but there's no real reason to be over here. And you definitely don't want to be dropping down at any area at any time. And we'll open this door. This is the door that you ran past when we first came here, and we pushed the guy off the edge, and that fella wanted to attack us. Okay. Yep, it's a dead end for sure. Okay, so now we will head on back this way, since this is the correct way. And that was all simply just a detour to make the player frustrated on their first playthrough, and to confuse them as to where not to go or where to go. And we're going to be coming up on this fella, so we'll push him off the edge. So there's a lot of these fellas through here that you just push off the edge, and it's good that you do that in order to not take any undue risks as you make your way through the Cathedral. Now heading on over this way is a closed door, so that also is meant to make you angry and frustrated. Now, the first time I ran the Cathedral, it was pretty long and tedious, but it is a interesting place. Now, this fella over here on the left, he doesn't come up unless you pick up that item over there first. Eva, can I pick that up? Thank you. Okay, so if you just drop down and don't go pick up that item over there, he does not come up and you can't attack him. But if you go pick up that item, he runs over and tries to attack you. So that's a way that you can ignore him, is just run away from him, and you don't need to pick up that item running through the first time. Okay, so we will head on up here. Now that area there on that corner is meant to make the player angry, as you can fall off that edge if you take the corner too sharp. So you definitely want to just take the corner and follow the path. And here's the opening to this door. And down here we have another item and a fella. Okay. And so we just keep pushing people off the edge. Now if you're looking for health, pair up with lifesteal, and you can get a whole bunch of life back from punching these fellas off the edge. So here's another missile, and anti-inhibit, letting you know that there's ways to get rid of inhibit if you want to. Where's this fella? I can't see him. He's okay, he's right there. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if I run this way. Okay, good. There we go. And it's important to kill him, as if he gets any kind of attack on you there, he could push you off the edge. And that also makes you very, very frustrated to go back and...
Did you hear a ladder moving?
Yes. And that can be super frustrating. So we go ahead and try and plunge him in order to make sure that we don't get ambushed. Now this fella's here, so we'll go for a backstab, but that didn't work. Okay. And the ladder that we descended is the path forward, so you definitely want to make sure that you remember to do that. There's the path that was below previously. Now over here is nothing again, just more areas for you to fall off and be angry and frustrated. Okay, so now here you want to push him off and then turn around and kill him, as you don't want to be ambushed from both sides from these fellas. Okay, so we'll pick up the mobility enhancer here, which is very good. Another missile, and then we're heading on into kind of the second section of the cathedral. And let's see where we're at. So we're made it through this first half, or actually it's kind of the first third, and then the second third, and then the last third over here. So I guess this is kind of split up into thirds as it is. So we'll go for quick mobility, so we can damage this fella or lady. Okay, and we'll go for a backstab here. And as you see, it's definitely into our advantage to poke these ladies, as they take extreme stagger damage from the Black Halberd. And we'll go for a backstab to recover at least 6 of that ichor that we were spending to run Frostwave. Now Frostwave costs 5 ichor, and we get 6 on backstab, so we will continually gain ichor if we run any kind of continuous spam of Frostwave, which is really good. You definitely don't want to be using more ichor than what your gifts, what your ichor drain allows. Okay. And then we head on up, and we are to the 4th missile in the area, and we get introduced to our first glyphed wall. And you come to this thinking, oh, well, there must be some way to use it, some way to do something with it, and you're absolutely right, it's just not currently. There we go. Now, we're not going to rest here, as the only thing we've used is a stun cartridge, and the rest of this is very effective for what we're going to be heading into, so we'll keep it for now. Okay, and we'll hit her with a cross wave, and let's try it here. There we go. Okay, we got one. There we go. Okay, so we definitely we got ourselves a parry. So you saw she was standing in front of a closed door there, and that closed door is the run back to the Argent Wolf Berserker, and it's very important that you kill her first, because if you open the door from the backside and she is standing there, you definitely don't want to have her surprise you and slash you down quickly and easily. So this is the back way to 100%ing the cathedral, and you definitely want to be running this way, as this is where the kind of hidden secret missile is of the entire area, and you pick up some different blood veils this way and such. So it's very important that you head on over here. Nothing in that corner, as sometimes things are hidden in those corners by the different areas that you come to, like in the crypt spire and such. There are some things in those stairwells. Okay, so let's go ahead and drink some water. Okay, so this is the secret switch, kind of, to open the door below us, and here is the missile that is very easily missable, and we'll go for this and lightning, and we'll go for bridge, as we definitely want to plunge her, and we'll go for a backstab to recover some of that ichor we just used, and we'll just do some slashes here. Good. Now we didn't get her stunned, but we were right there, and if we wouldn't have plunged her, we definitely would have been able to stun her. Okay, so here, the reason I poked the door was to see if we could poke the Slender lady on the other side, but that was not the case. So you definitely want to line up here with a couple of these fellas. Okay, and we will head on over this way and see if we can get 2 or 3 of them lined up there, and we hit all 3, which is sure, Eva. Now the reason it's important to use ichor efficiency not the gift I-core efficiency, but be efficient with your I-core there. By using 5 I-core, we killed 2 fellas and heavily damaged the purple Slender lady. That's because this next area is a high I-core requirement area, and we definitely don't want to be lacking in any way on our I-core reserves. So we've got her, so we definitely want to call her out first, as she's accompanied by several monkeys here, and we definitely don't want to be calling her friends in before we're ready for them. Now here you get ambushed by monkeys, so we go ahead and kill monkeys quickly and easily there, and we'll head on over here. Oops. And we definitely don't want to be taking unnecessary risk here from these monkeys. Okay, good job, Eva. And all this for a Vivifier. So it shows you that running in vain here is definitely trying to kill you in the worst awful ways possible. So now we have more monkeys here. Okay, good. And let's head on back here so we can see what we're doing. Okay, and Eva's going to shoot this fella pretty good and effectively there. Now, did he actually die, or yeah, he must have died. Okay, that's good. Now we head on over here, and we have the Slender lady ambushing us as we drop down. So we'll go for a couple of weapon buffs here. Whoa. Okay, let's go for the Usurper's blade, and we missed. It looks like. Okay. And then we have a whole bunch of Slender ladies here, but let's go ahead and damage her, and we'll just poke her down. Now, there's nothing here on this bottom floor that's of exceptional interest. It's just simply another area, and what you can do here is drop down here, and this is a run back area if you just want to be confused in the royalist way. Now this area here doesn't show up on your map until you get the other hidden kind of secret, it's not really secret and hidden, but it is very not on the beaten path here, so we definitely don't want to be forgetting about this door here, as this is kind of the run back area, and there's no reason to head down there to kill these ladies, as they are just simply meant to ambush you, and you can see that it's just a simple run back up to the ladder there. So we will continue on. There's nothing over here, nothing over there. All of this area is just meant to confuse the player and make their lives miserable. Okay, so let's head on over here, and head on over here. So good, that monkey must have fallen off and killed himself before he got over, before he was able to come back and see us. Okay, now you hear that grunting above us. That is the next enemy we will come to, and so we will stun and electrocute her in order to get access to the night. What is that? The Night Fang? Yeah, the Night Fang. Not the Devourer version, but the Night Fang Blood Veil, and it's a pretty good Blood Veil.
Just watch.
Okay, now she's gonna swing. Okay, and we'll put her up over the edge, maybe. Maybe. Okay. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, let's stun her. Okay, good. Now she twitches pretty violently there. So as we head on down here, here's that missile that would reveal the path.
What's inside?
Oh, the Night Thorn. Sorry, it's the Night Thorn Blood Veil, and that is a pretty good Blood Veil, as it has a pretty considerable balancing across drain attack, light damage, and dark damage. Okay, now we have to head on back here. Now you can drop down any one of these, and it gives you the ability to kill yourself, as you can see there. Alright, now to the right here is the correct path, but as you head down this way, because the cathedral is exceptionally confusing, when you run down here, you will encounter this set of doors here, and this is also a path forward from the direct method if you wish to do the direct path. So we will go for here first, as this would be kind of the obvious way to go about it. But we will encourage her to come down this way. Now, I don't know if the second lady followed us, but I guess we'll find out. Yep, she definitely did, and we would have died right there if we didn't go for the backstab. Okay, so the second lady is up on the top floor there, and she definitely is interested in ruining your day as a surprise attack, as you saw there. Now, I'll show you where she comes from. She comes from this area right up here in this window area here, and she sees you before you even come into the room, and that switch up there is where we need to go, and that ladder we need to descend. But this is kind of the frontal way that you would come into this room, and it can definitely wreck you very quickly and effectively. But since we know where we're going here, we drop down this way, and there's nothing here. And around this way is a ladder up to a split again in the path, and that's kind of the issue with the with the cathedral, is there's so many splits everywhere. You can get lost exceptionally quickly and easily, as there's no real self-explanatory way to go through. So it's just an MJ212 up here, nothing too exciting, but if you're definitely trying to master gifts quickly and effectively, you definitely want to be picking up all of these MJs throughout the entire run. So there you see the door open, so that's very good. And we head over here, and we pop down the ladder just for making sure that we have 100%. And we head on down here, and we're going to be running now for the Wolf Boy. We're going to be running the Bayonet and a Devourer Ivory Grace, as this will help us to put him down quickly and effectively. Okay, and that's kind of the whole point of this playthrough, is we want to do everything quickly and effectively. Okay, so here we go. Now we haven't used any health yet, so we'll go ahead and use our health here. There we go. And we'll just continue healing and doing damage here. Okay.
Thanks.
And we will go a few more, and let's see. We don't need any kind of half health kind of shenanigans, so we'll go for all these things. Good. And now we'll go back to Radiant Barrel. Good. And we'll go for a Gift Accelerator, as that will be what we want to do. Okay. Okay, so that's half. Oh, come on. Okay, let's go for a backstab. Oh, nope. Okay. And... okay. Okay, and we'll go for a second Radiant Barrel. Good.
You're almost
No, oops. He is weak to pierce damage, which is why this is useful against him, since we can do piercing damage all the way. Okay, so now that we've finished him off, and since he's so weak to pierce, it definitely makes for a good way to put him down kind of in a fun way. It's not too overpowered, as you saw there. He took 2 Radiant Barrels, and he took several shots after that to put down. And this will take us into a split here, as we will be into the memories in the next episode. So I hope you all enjoyed that. We took 1 death, 2 deaths, no, 1 death, and that made for a pretty exceptional run through the cathedral. And next time we will pick up in the memories, and we'll be heading through cutscenes and such, as this is quite a bit to see through here for now. So thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.